During his run for president, Bernie Sanders said that Hillary Clinton was not qualified to be president.
I don't believe that she is qualified. If she is through her super PAC taking tens of millions of dollars in special interest funds. I don't think that you are qualified if you get $15 million from Wall Street through your super PAC. I don't think you are qualified if you have voted for the disastrous war in Iraq. I don't think you are qualified if you have supported virtually every disastrous trade agreement which has cost us millions of decent paying jobs. I don't think you are qualified if you supported the Panama Free Trade Agreement. Something I very strongly oppose, and which, as all of you know, has allowed corporations and wealthy people all over the world to avoid paying their taxes to their countries.
You know, the problem with Hillary Clinton, well, regrettably, Hillary had a lot of problems, especially in terms of foreign policy, as Bernie alluded to here. But perhaps her biggest problem, or at least the root cause of most, if not all of her problems, is the same problem that exists with the vast majority of our politicians in Washington: the way she funded her campaign. And Bernie was alluding to this fact in his commentary when he talked about the money she was taking from Wall Street and the money she was getting from her super PACs. She wasn't funding her campaign via the people. She was funding it via the wealthy and corporations. And that's really bad, because politicians represent the people who fund their campaigns. Politicians who fund their campaigns solely by the people, like Bernie, represent the people. Meanwhile, politicians who fund their campaigns via the wealthy and corporations represent the wealthy and corporations. A Princeton study did a very good job of showing how money in politics has completely corrupted our political system. It showed how, in America, the desires of interest groups and economic elites have a direct impact on whether or not a policy position gets passed or not in our country. As you can see, their line moves in the same direction as the ideal, while the desires of the average citizen, unfortunately, have virtually no impact on whether or not a policy gets enacted. That's what that horizontal line means. It doesn't matter if 0% or 100% of the quote-unquote average citizens in America want a certain policy. The chances of the policy actually becoming enacted is virtually unchanged. Right now in America, the only people who have say in our country are the wealthy and the powerful. And sadly, the middle and working class of this country are suffering as a result. And Hillary was the embodiment of this reality. She represented the establishment. Now, Trump represented the establishment as well, but he was able to trick a lot of people into thinking he didn't. The American people are starving for real change, and they want someone who will actually represent them, and not just the wealthy and powerful. Regrettably, Hillary did not represent that change. She funded her campaign the wrong way. She funded her campaign via the wealthy and corporations. We cannot accept this from our politicians anymore. They need to fund their campaigns solely by the people. They need to represent all of us, and not just the wealthy. Hey guys, if you want to help out this show, you can follow our various social media links. Also, we have a Facebook group that you can join as well. And if you want to follow me on social media, you could do that as well. Alright guys.